jeans, jean jacket, cowboy boots. Same thing worn by every other country boy from small-town Ontario in the early 80s. Now she wears it. It smells like him. At least she imagines it does. Musty, like grass from the course where he caddied before becoming a cop. The cicadas buzz incessantly. Her tongue sticks to the roof of her mouth. She could die out here and never be found. Collapse in a heap of dehydrated bones and slowly get sucked underground by the loosestrife, her body liquefied by the wastewater bubbling below. She could die of 1,000 cuts, die of thirst. But none of these things is going to happen. Not today. Not even the mighty loosestrife can mess with her mission. And even though all roads leading to Elgin are permanently barricaded with concrete blockades, bearing warning signs that say, road closed, do not enter, hazardous toxic waste, unauthorized entry banned. Even though the fields around the town look more like a demilitarized no-go zone than a once thriving farming community, nothing is going to stop her. She drops into the past, sinking into the cave of her memories, a habit she mastered as a kid in boarding school. It comforts her. And if she tries hard enough, conjures the tiniest scrap of memory, a color, a smell, a sensation on her skin, a word spoken by someone she loved, she can see the past projected onto the walls of her imagination. Once there, she can alter those flickerings to her liking, reshape the past, bring people back, undo the horrible things that happened, if only for a sweet second. It's a hard habit to break. 25 minutes. That's far enough to get her head straight and her feet moving. 25 minutes and a mile back she goes, when she parked in the dirt lane off Highway 15, just east of Upper Rideau Lake. Same shady spot under the weeping willow. Locked the Buick, pocketed the keys, headed out on foot. Destination? Halliday House. 2 clicks inside the no-go zone, up the rolling hill, over the cedar rail fence, then along the eastern boundary of the Halliday acreage, steering clear of the chemical ponds that dot the west side of the property. She knows the lay of the land, knows the stench of diesel and naphthalene that hangs in the air, knows the slippery footing along the soggy banks of the creek of wastewater runoff. Just like the loosestrife, she's a stranger. A trespasser who's made herself at home. She's scaled the barbed wire fence around the defunct compressor station and yanked ivy from the headstones of graves. She's pried plywood from windows, walked down the main street, past a grocery store where people once stopped to gossip and buy their milk and eggs. She's even sat on the wooden pews where they prayed every Sunday, seeking salvation. Seems their God wasn't listening. Now she's back, a can of gasoline in tow, hiking toward that big old house that sits outside town, a 19th century Gothic farmhouse perched on the brow of a purple knoll, majestic veranda limping sideways from rot, moss dripping from its shingles. A widow's walk clings to the rooftop, like a spider hovering over its prey. She has only seen the house once before, by moonlight. It's the mansion where Kep Halliday lived, where he lorded over the county, stole from the work-worn pockets of his neighbors, sucked the lifeblood from the very land surrounding his own home, until he destroyed everything. She's come to finish what her mother started, come to set her eyes upon Halliday House in the light of day, one last time, before she burns it to the ground. 10 weeks earlier. Augusta lies awake. It's early morning. Sleep only comes in fits and starts these days. Her boyfriend Lars is snoring beside her. Her phone vibrates. She grabs it and stares at the name on the screen. Rose Ryan. Her great Grammy Rose. Gus slips out of bed and into the cramped motel bathroom, covering her mouth as she whispers hello.